Hello, Sagittarius. So welcome to your soul contract reading. The messages that come through may resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or your north node. And we are going to dive deep into the soul contract that you share with somebody who is significant to you this life journey. This could be a friend, a family member, or a romantic partner. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, links are listed below. However, I do highly recommend that you read the description of the reading before purchase, just so that you know what you are purchasing. All right, so let's get into your messages, Sag. Let's see what's written in this soul contract between you and this significant soulmate and relationship, this life journey. All right, Beta of Spirit Wolf. Okay, so first of all, you both are very intuitive, okay? And you both may be inclined to be more of a lone wolf, kind of leader or leader of the pack type of energy. You're very strong. In fact, perhaps you feel stronger mentally, emotionally, spiritually than most anybody you meet, with the exception of this person, and vice versa. Because with the wolf, it can be leader of the pack or it can be the lone wolf, right? Perhaps one of you has a personality of leader of the pack and the other one has a personality of being the lone wolf. Either way, you both are very instinctual, very intuitive, very intelligent, okay? And you pick up on the subtle vibes as they do as well. So let's go to the book. Let's get more information. And it says, give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition, commit to your tasks, and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skills to intuitively handle any situation. Okay, so before union with this person, you both have kind of gone through some crazy, okay? A lot of ups and downs, a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges. And so if this is a friend or a romantic partner, you guys are going to have shared very similar paths, very similar background. If this is a family member, this is somebody who's always your light through the darkness, who always has sound advice, is a voice of reason, is somebody that you can absolutely trust with everything. You could tell them all your secrets, and even if you guys are fighting or whatever, they would never ever reveal your secrets or what you've told them in confidence, okay? And so friend or romance, this comes after a great time of challenge, no question. And it may even be for the romance where you've been single for quite some time, healing a broken heart, really trying to get over somebody. You have been unable to, jump right back into the dating scene. You're single, you're healing, you're focused on yourself, you're enjoying your freedom because of what you had been through with somebody prior. Or it could have been that you were just so in love with this person and they ended things abruptly, and it's been very hard for you to push forward through that. There's a lot of confusion and deep feelings of rejection and abandonment that you've been struggling with, okay? So it can kind of go a couple of different ways, but through your singleness, you've become very strong and wise, and through their singleness, they've become very strong and wise. Remember, you guys are going to have very similar backgrounds, very similar experiences in life before you come into union. So let's pull another card and let's see what chakra you both are connected at the most. All right, the sacral chakra with relationships. So you guys are strongly connected through the divine feminine water energy of the sacral chakra. Very empathic connection, deep love, deep nurturing. You genuinely care for each other. And most people would not look at either one of you and think that you were soft or sensitive, but you both are. You just have a very, very tough exterior because of what you've been through, and neither one of you are very apt of putting your emotions on display, the feelings of, weakness, vulnerability, etc. Because, when an animal is sick or suffering, they hide it pretty darn well, right? And that rings true for you and this person. You guys really hide what you're going through, and if somebody doesn't deeply know you, they would have no idea what you're going through internally on any given day. All right, and the same goes for this person, but together you just see through each other's walls. You have this instant empathic connection, and you understand them, they understand you in a very, very special way. And there's a desire to protect with Spirit Wolf, okay? There's a desire to protect each other and really have each other's backs. And you both look up to the other, and you see them as something so amazing, so strong, so glorious. And they see that same strength within you. So let's pull another card. Okay, Grand Cross Provoker. So I do feel that it just reconfirms that you both have been through a lot before coming together. And you guys may even at first kind of push the other a little bit just to test the waters, because you want to see. It's not like you're trying to manipulate or take advantage. You're just, how do I even express this? Like trying to figure out where boundaries are, okay, with each other. Because you don't want to appear vulnerable. They don't want to appear vulnerable. But you both make each other feel deep within, okay? You're in your emotions, they're in their emotions, but it's challenging, it's scary at first because of what you guys have been through. So there's like this energy of testing boundaries with each other initially. And again, this isn't like abusive or negative, it's just adjusting to each other and really learning to understand each other. Because when you've gone through stuff, it's very easily to be triggered, right, by certain things. And so I do feel there's a period of kind of really testing boundaries. And so like if they aren't quick to respond to your messages, like they're usually pretty quick to respond to your messages, but then like they just kind of slow down, or they don't talk for a day or two, it's not because they're ghosting or playing games like it would be with a typical person. Okay, it's just because they're trying to see, like, gauge how interested are you, how much energy or effort are you going to put towards me, and you may also do similar things to them. And again, it's not malicious, it's more out of self-protection and preservation, okay, and testing those boundaries and the waters that exist and trying to figure each other out. Because again, there's this instant connection, but you both have so much like wall barrier around you because of what you've gone through before you guys come together. Earth energy. Something is materializing, but you're going to break through. You see this tree growing, breaking the glass that encompassed it. That's the two of you. You're breaking each other's barriers down. Okay. Next is Leo, distorted energy, overly sensitive or defensive, one-sided, lashing out. And this here is part of this energy where, again, we are really testing boundaries and trying to gauge the true depth of another person's emotion and intention. So it may be, even though you have this empathic connection, you just don't trust it initially. Okay. And you want to kind of push them and kind of push them away to see what is their intention, and vice versa. They could kind of start pushing you away and taking things that you say wrong initially, but you guys are going to move through that. All right. And what's interesting is how I'm feeling this for you guys, the way you're testing boundaries, is I didn't feel that for any of the other signs whatsoever. And I just feel a lot of heartache and pain inside both of you. And that's why you guys are like that initially. It's not because you guys are game players. So we got Sagittarius, action energy, 8 of Wands. Allow consciousness expansion, dedicate yourself to completion, heal old emotional wounds. And that's what you guys are doing through each other. See, 8 of Wands is a very fast moving energy. It's communication, it's conversation, it's things materializing. And through this connection, you guys are able to heal some deep, deep wounds that you both carry. 11th house, house of Aquarius, social interactions, wishes, magic, 3 of Cups. So the way that you guys connect with each other, because the 11th house is also about networking, socializing, interconnectedness, aligning with soul tribe, all of that stuff. Okay. Once you guys break the barrier, it's 3 of Cups energy. You guys are open. You're vulnerable with each other. You feel the magic in this connection. You feel like you've met your kindred spirit. And Libra, emotional energy, 6 of Pentacles, mutual respect and honesty, balanced emotional exchange, focused and committed. And see, this is ultimately where you guys land with each other. Is this very beautiful, balanced energy, reciprocity that you have for one another, okay? And so, this could be a fellow Sag, could be an Aquarius, could be a Libra. Doesn't have to be those signs, but those are what have come out, okay? And it could be that they have just, strong Sag, Aquarius or Libra placement in their chart somewhere. Doesn't even have to mean it's their sun or moon sign. Okay, but this is where you guys end up, is with this beautiful balanced Libran energy. And it's 6 of Pentacles, where what you give to them, they give back to you. And see how it says mutual respect and honesty, balanced emotional exchange. So it's not like one of you is giving more than the other. You both get on the same page and focused and committed. And once we get here to this focused and committed, nobody can get in between you. Okay? Nobody can break you up. Nobody can change your mind about each other. It's like once the barrier is broken, you guys are in it to win it for life with each other. And you have their back. They have your back. You guys just have this strong understanding of each other and deep respect, because as you open up and share what you both have been through and gone through, it's very bonding. And that's part of the healing process for both of you, is the way that you're going to finally be able to open up. But remember, at first, you guys are testing boundaries. You're pushing each other away. You're trying to self-sabotage. You're in a place of distrust, both of you equally. And somehow, some way, you break through that barrier. And it could be because your soul sees their soul and their soul sees your soul right from the get. And there's a sense of deep familiarity between the two of you. And it's through your connection and love that you develop for each other that truly heals years of heartache and pain that you've both dealt with in some way or another before coming into union with each other. This is very, very beautiful connection, Sagittarius. So let's pull some more cards. And remember, the only thing I'm really seeing that's negative in any capacity is truly the way that you guys are going to kind of test each other at first. Okay? And like if this is a friend, it would be where you are constantly second guessing the things they do for you and the way they're showing up for you. And are they, you know, trying to get something from me? Are they trying to use me? Are they lonely? Like, what is all of this? You will really question that. If this is a family member, this is the person that's always going to keep you grounded and balanced through all of your trials and tribulations. And at times, you might try to test this person, pushing boundaries, but they're always going to push right back and put you in your place because they have had your back all along. And they're not going to settle or put up with any sort of projection, okay? They know you better than anybody else in this world. They love you. They would go to the ends of the earth for you, but they're also not going to put up with crap and projections. And even when you're hurting, like they're there, they're nurturing, but they're not going to handle you with kid gloves. They're just very real and honest and true. And when you need a soft touch, they are a soft touch. When you need a heavier hand to bring you back down to reality, they'll do that as well. This almost feels like a grandmother or grandfather type of energy. Just a very, very wise person if it's a family member connection. All right, what do we have? So we got some Gemini energy, multifaceted, balanced, and curious. So there's two sides to each of you. All right. The side that everybody sees, but then the real you within, which is vulnerable and sensitive and amazing, that you hide from the world because you don't want to be hurt. Sun, life, vitality, purpose. That's beautiful right there. The sun is healing and illuminating and brings blessing and revelation. And see, the sun is sitting on this distorted Leo energy. Overly sensitive or defensive, one-sided, lashing out. You are the sun, the medicine to their wounds. They are the sun and the medicine to your wounds. Opposition, resistance, struggle, polarity. See? This is that testing energy. It's written in your soul contract. Because through this pushing of boundaries and all of that, it's truly helping both of you heal and allow the pain to transform into strength and wisdom. Okay, so it's definitely written in your soul contract. Oh, I was about to sneeze, but it didn't come. All right, cardinal, initiation, spark, vision. And see, you guys bring each other back to life. Life feels good. Life feels fun with each other in it. And Vesta. Look at that. Inner spark, sacrifice, devotion. So this says spark. This says inner spark coming through. So yes, you guys are going to help bring each other back to life, back to a place of trusting. And this comes out on the Libra energy. Inner spark, sacrifice, devotion. Okay? Focused and committed. So you guys are really in it to win it with each other. You really have each other's back. With after some, you know, push and pull initially, but that's all right. Because you guys are figuring out your footing with each other when you first come together. All right, look at that. The world. Four of Cups. Page of Cups, the Lovers, and Judgment. Okay, so there's definitely a point that comes where you're like, this is my soulmate. I see you, I feel you. You are my one. For those of you where this is a romantic connection, but here with the World, this is talking about both of you coming out of a harder soul cycle upon meeting each other. Okay, and the Four of Cups, initially, like, this is how I feel you both are when this connection, whether romance or friendship, comes in, where you're both just like, no, you're looking back at your past and all the things that have happened and all the things that have gone wrong. Romance is screwing you over, friendship, family connections, you know, maybe a combination of all three. And here's the universe trying to hand you the connection of this person. And you're like, I'm not interested, universe. And they're like, I'm not interested. But there's just this undeniable connection that doesn't allow you to write the other one off, okay? And so that's kind of how you come together, but we've already picked up on that. But then look at this. This is the intuitive and empathic connection that is instantaneously there between the two of you with this Page of Cups, but also a representation of how you and this person eventually can both become very vulnerable with each other in this relationship. And then you've got the Lovers. If this is romance, you see them as your one. And you know, the Lovers is represented by Gemini, and you've got Gemini up here. So potentially they could also be a Gemini. So we got Gemini energy, Sagittarius energy, Aquarian energy, and Libran energy very strong in this reading. And again, that could be Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, or they could just have heavy placement in their chart. And so you guys definitely mirror each other. You're very, very similar to each other. And with Judgment for romance, this is like your one that you just end up with for the rest of your days. Okay, if this is a friend, this is like your best friend for the rest of your life. If this is a family member, again, this person is always there for you, always has your back, always giving you love. But when you are screwing up, or you are wrong, or you are stepping out of line, they are going to put you in your place and remind you. And they will not, it's like they will not put up with your crap no matter what. They'll be like, I don't know who you're talking to or who you think you're talking to, but I know you're not talking to me like that. And they're just always there for you. And you have immense respect for them. And you can trust in what they say. Right, yeah, look at that. Six of Cups, true soulmates, reunited in this life. And for some, and this is the first time I've actually received this message, for some of you, this could be somebody from your past that you reconnect with. Okay, it could be like you knew them in childhood, you knew them, you know, from school or from an old job, or this could even be somebody maybe you briefly dated or dated. If you dated them, it was a very long time ago, or it was like the timing wasn't right or something. Okay, but for some of you, this is the returning energy of somebody in your past after you both have experienced quite a bit of life without each other. Okay, and it's a beautiful reunion, and it's for the rest of your life. And for others of you, this is really talking about the reconnection and reunion from past life into this life journey. Next is, yeah, look at that, you know, with the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. You're like, I don't know. I've been through too much. I don't want to deal with this. I don't have time for this. But you do. And there it is, that strong, intuitive, empathic connection that the two of you share with each other. And the Two of Swords, yep, see, once you're together, it's like you're mine forever. I never want to let this go. And King of Wands, so some strong fire energy. This could represent you. This could also represent them. So Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is also about the passion you guys have for each other and your willingness to go to the ends of the earth for each other. You know, once you guys make it through the different challenges that exist between the two of you. All right, so those are your messages, Sagittarius, around this soul connection. Again, if you would like a reading with me, links will be listed below. Make sure you read the description of the reading before purchase. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care.